No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Give on the inside. Fights off a defender. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running to the left. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. To throw, it's Lagway. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Back to throw, it's Manning. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after. You see the...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Sends it back in motion. Oh, better look out! Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Handoff to the lone back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got his man on the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Power football with the run. There he goes! Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range, 3rd and short. The odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up 1st and goal.
And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they got it first. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, Dave.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The give to the left. Hard running there. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Manning. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the run. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. It's complete.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in balance.
The Gators are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Makes the catch, it's ball. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Manning. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Rush is on him. Under heat, he gets rid of it.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Gets the back moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards.
He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th, questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
what a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 28 to Penn State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a second time in this one. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The RPO, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to take off. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay a nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to throw on first down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Back to pass. It's Lagway. Skips away from pressure. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hawkins. He's loose. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Throwing on the run. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in their rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's a heat. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more, whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your...
He wants to go deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like,
gashing the D on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Wide open spaces. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead at